Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's well. It is actually supper time here at Farmhouse in the South. So I am cooking a quick supper. We've been really busy today, just getting home. We're still moving furniture into our house. I'm trying to get my in-laws' house, my husband's parents' house, emptied, where we had our stuff stored there, and anyway, getting ready for an estate sale. But we're just getting home, we're hungry, and so we're gonna have sloppy joes. So in the skillet, I've actually got a pound of deer meat. I'm making it with deer meat. Obviously you can make it with ground hamburger meat if you want. We've done that a lot, but my husband hunts, and we process our own deer meat, so we eat a lot of deer meat. So I've got a pound of ground deer meat cooked with a medium onion diced and a half of a red bell pepper diced. Now a lot of times I use green bell pepper or both. I didn't have any green bell pepper, so I just used the red bell pepper, which is perfectly fine. I make my own sloppy joe sauce. We don't like the manwich or the sweet sauce that you can buy in the cans. So my mama, my precious mama, made homemade sloppy joe sauce. I'll add something that she didn't, just a little bit of chipotle sauce. But other than that, it's the way she made it, and we absolutely adored it. So delicious. So anyway, my deer meat is good and cooked. The onions and bell peppers are soft. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm just going to make a little well here in the middle, because I'm going to add some tomato paste. And I want my tomato paste to kind of cook down a little bit and get the rawness out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I don't have my glasses on, but it looks like a 6-ounce can. So I'm just going to go ahead and add probably most of this. About 3/4 of it. And I'll save the rest. And I may add it, I don't know. But if I don't, I'll save the rest for another recipe. So I just kind of want to get that down in the skillet, let it cook some. Kind of let it fry. There's no fat in this, so I didn't have to drain it. I did add some salt. So I'm just going to add a little bit of deer meat at a time. You know what? I think I'm going to add the rest of the tomato paste. You can eyeball it. It's your sloppy joes. If you want to add less, if you want to add the whole can, go ahead. But this is a pound of deer meat, so I think it's going to need it. The first time I made this, my husband was like, wow, that's so good. You know, growing up, I think they used manwich or something. And I was like, yeah. I said, Mama made it all the time. And she liked manwich every now and then. My dad didn't. So she started making it homemade, and we just loved it. Because it's not sweet like, you know, manwich is. Now, I will add some ketchup, which will actually add a little bit of sweetness to it, but not a whole lot. We add mayonnaise, Duke's mayonnaise, to our sloppy joes, and the mayonnaise with this meat mixture is absolutely delicious. I did make some homemade slaw just to go on the side. I made it yesterday just so it kind of married together. Just a simple side, and we'll serve it with pickles. Now I do like to put pickles on my sloppy joe. I don't have any like sliced hamburger pickles or anything. I just have some dill pickles, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so I've got that mixed in. And what I'm going to add, I've got it on medium low right now. I cooked it on medium high. But I'm going to add almost, not quite, a teaspoon of chipotle sauce. The sauce that comes in chipotle peppers, you can also buy the chipotle sauce. So my mom did not do this, but we like the flavor of the smokiness. Well, I'm just going to add about a teaspoon. And that's not much for a whole pound, but you don't want to overdo it by any means. You just want to add a little bit of smoky flavor. You don't want to make it too strong because chipotles can be really strong with chipotle sauce. So I'm also going to add, I have Heinz. We eat Heinz. I'm going to add some ketchup. I don't know how much. I don't really have a measurement. I'm just going to add it until, excuse me. When I opened it up, it squirted all over me. I'm just going to add it until I think it's enough. So I'll stir that around. And I'm going to add water, but I want to kind of let this cook in the skillet for a second. Just to kind of cook the rawness out of the tomato paste and the ketchup. It already smells good. My mouth's watering. We're hungry. We had breakfast this morning and a snack for lunch because we were just so busy. We didn't really want to stop and eat, so we're both hungry and ready to have our supper and just relax. It's been pretty nice today. It was raining this morning, but it stopped, and I think it got to like maybe 48 today, which is warm for us right now because we've been in the teens and single digits. And I think next week's going to get probably high 50s, maybe low 60s. So we're looking forward to getting a lot done. I think that's enough ketchup. So it's pretty thick. You can see how thick it is. So at this point, I'm just going to add some water. And I'm going to let it simmer. I filled that glass up, so I'm going to stir this around. I mean, you could serve it like that, but you kind of want to water it down a little bit and let it simmer. Let all the juices kind of come together. This smells good. The ketchup will give it a little bit of sweetness. Alright, so that's, the water's basically combined into that, so I'm just going to add some more. Once I add as much water as I think I need to, I'll cut it down low and just let it simmer a little bit. Which won't take but a few minutes. Alright, I'm going to add the rest of this water. So this was a whole glass of water. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just let this mixture simmer. Let all the flavors come together. So nice. Alright, I'm going to let that come together and simmer. Let all the water cook out of it to where it comes thick. And then we will test it together. See you then. Okay, my sloppy Joe mixture is done. All of the water cooked out of it. It's gotten really thick. And we are ready to eat. We are so hungry. So, I've got my bun, I've got my slaw, and my pickles on the side. And I've got my Duke's mayonnaise. It's only Duke's, y'all. Everybody's got their own mayonnaise, but in this household, we love Duke's. In fact, I have 2 extras in the pantry because we always make sure, we want to make sure that we have extra just in case we run out. So I'm going to add mayonnaise to the bottom bun. This is just a regular hamburger bun. Now, there have been times where I'll butter it and then toast it, but most of the time we just like just a regular soft bun. So I'm going to put a little bit of mayonnaise on both sides. It's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's good. And this is a quick supper. You know, there's not, a lot of time involved in it when you're busy. You know, if you have kids, whatever. It's quick, it's easy, and delicious. So I have my bun with mayo on it, with Duke's mayonnaise. And this is a sloppy joe, so it's not going to be fancy by any means when you're eating it. So I'm just going to put about a spoonful, maybe a little bit more. Now, I do like, if I have sliced pickles, like hamburger deals or something like that, I like to put it on it because I like the taste of the mayonnaise with the pickle and the sloppy joe mixture, but I don't have it. But I do have my regular dill pickle, so that's perfectly fine. So just smush it down like that. And I have my slaw. And give me 1 second and I will get a fork to eat my slaw with. Alright, so I went to get my trusty fork to eat my slaw. And I make slaw just to have it in the refrigerator. I'll make it and have it with different sides, just as a quick side. Whether we're having sloppy joes, chicken, whatever we're having. It's just a quick side in case we get too busy to do that. In my slaw, and I'll do a video one day, this is a different slaw that I made before. I have red onion, I have pickles actually ground up in there, cabbage, red cabbage. I have a little bit of sweet and low just to make it sweet. And of course mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. And I also have a jalapeno in there, just kind of give it a little heat. And a little bit of red bell pepper. Sometimes I'll use green bell pepper, but... So let's go ahead and check the sloppy joe. This is going to be messy, I'm going to forewarn you. Excuse me. That's why it's called a sloppy joe. Got my pickle with it. Nothing better with a sloppy joe than a pickle. I don't know what it is. If it's the flavors together. Get a little bit of my slaw. Very good. Great quick supper for the end of the day when you've been busy and you're hungry and you're just ready to eat something now versus having to go out. We don't eat out much at all. Maybe twice a year, if that. I cook most of the time. My husband doesn't like eating out, and I don't either unless I'm with friends or, you know, we go out with friends, but rarely ever. This is good. This is tasty. I can't wait to chow down. Wade can't either. He's ready for me to be done so he can eat. But again, thank you so much for watching Farmhouse Cooking in the South. I appreciate you guys so much. And make this. You will love it. You don't have to use deer meat, obviously. You can use hamburger meat. And you will absolutely love it. Again, thank you. Like, subscribe to my channel if you want to comment. And let me know how you make your sloppy joe mixture. Or if you make it. Alright, until next time, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a great night. See ya.